So in this tutorial we're going to go over creating the materials necessary to run this particle emitter. So the first thing we need to do here is import our materials that we've created. So I'm going to come into import, and I need to navigate to my fire material. So I'm going to go ahead and import my fire material. Turn on compression no alpha. Package, I'm going to call it HAT, and then P systems. Grouping, I'm going to set to textures, then period fire. And name should be T_fire. Go ahead and hit OK. I'm going to go ahead and save my package. I'm going to save it in my content folder under lecture content and then side effects. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and right click this texture and do create new material. For this grouping, I'm going to change the grouping to material and hit OK. Double click my new material. Now holding down control, I'm just going to move this over here for now. And so what we need to first do is we're going to add in a multiply node. This multiply node is going to connect to our emissive. And then we're going to need another multiply node which connects to A. And then we're going to need a constant. So hold down 1 and left click and plug that into B. For the time being, we're just going to set this to 1 just so it's on. We'll come in and make some adjustments to it later. And next we're going to need a vertex color, and this is going to help blending of our material once it's actually on a particle system. So I'm just going to type VER in my search window here. Drag this out. And I'm going to plug the black into A. And for a more accurate description on the vertex color, basically all the vertex color does is it's an expression. It's an access point for the material to the output of color modules affecting sprite particle emitters. So this top value here is all RGB color values, and then this is red, green, blue, and alpha. Alright, so next we're going to need an add node, so that's just A and left click. I'll plug that into B. And then we need 2 more multiply nodes. I'll roughly get them into position here. 1 into A, 1 into B. I'm going to keep dragging this window over with me here. And I'm going to get this out of my way so I don't get confused by it for the moment. So now I'm going to need 2 more multiplies. Those are going to plug into the A here and the B here. Go ahead and drag this over here. Let's see here. So now we need a power node. So I'm just going to type power and grab my power node. And that's going to plug into my A. Now this texture sample, we don't actually need it, but we do need a parameter SubUV. So it's this one right here, texture sample parameter. Alright, that's mesh, where's actual texture sample parameter SubUV. There we go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the value of this texture out of here, so Control C, and then I'm going to paste it into here. And then my parameter name, I'm just going to go ahead and call this SubUV. Delete my texture sample. Now this power base plugs into our parameter. And now we need base to plug in to our exponent. And for now I'm just going to give it a value of 1. I'm going to Control C and Control V this. Plug this into B. So now if we turn this on, we can see the result here. And so then this parameter, SubUV, plugs into the A of this multiply. And we can go ahead and paste out another one of these constants here and plug that into B. Now this parameter, SubUV, plugs into this A's multiply. And then we'll need another one to plug into here. Now right now you see it looks a little weird, but we need to come down here and make sure we have particle SubUVs turned on. And I'm also going to come up here and change these outputs here. And these are pretty important. They need to be specifically changed. And one we're looking for is an additive and then unlit. And actually, I think I grabbed the wrong. It should be parameter mesh SubUV. So I need to grab this, paste this into here. Go ahead and delete this, and reconnect this up, and that should take care of that problem. There we go. So we are looking for the parameter mesh SubUV, and that was why we're getting that weirdness there. So grab this one and name it SubUV. And so now we got our SubUV materials here. But what we need to do is we just need to alter these settings a little bit. I'll go ahead and set this first one up to 5. That's going to control kind of more of our bloom. I'm going to bring this one up to a 2. This one up to a value of 3. And then these two are both 5. And this one also is 5. And that just dims it down a little bit. So now we got more of a hot looking fire material here. And so now we can go ahead and close this down and save the changes. Save our texture. And that will conclude setting up our fire material. In the next tutorial we'll be covering setting up our smoke material. Thanks for watching.